Okay, hey guys, thank you for tuning in again. If you're going to watch this video, which you've clicked on it, it's going to be very raw, it's very me. This is very much what I wanted to do about the channel. It's the true side of me. So if you are easily offended, you are better off with a cup of tea, a biscuit, and Jeremy Kyle. There are more videos coming up. We have Scars, covered by Scars. We're going to come up, we're going to do a music video. That's going to be one of the early next ones. And there are going to be a lot more to do with music. But this is still very much part of me and part of my channel and part of my music. So, enjoy the video and peace out, guys. So, this is just a recording because I have had a horrible day. It's been a horrible week, actually. But I'm doing the video because I had a conscious moment earlier today, about an hour ago or whatever. And when you have these conscious moments, you feel enlightened, you feel at peace, you feel total oneness with everything. And when you have these moments, you know everything's okay. And I am talking spiritually now, but this isn't something where you have to be spiritual to understand, because we are all the same, therefore we all have these experiences that we call spiritual. But I'm talking about conscience, because I'm having a horrible day, really horrible. I couldn't do anything at all. And when I had the conscious moment, I burst out crying. Because I was consciously aware of how much pain that I'm in on a daily basis. And I'm almost unaware of that. So having this conscious moment, and this is what I have. I get that we're everything. I get that we're one. I'm looking at seagulls. I'm looking at seagulls. I don't know if you can see them. And the earth, by the way. That's also important. I'm looking at the earth. To help you with your conscience. But what I'm saying is, we are everything. And I am those seagulls. And to clarify that, what I mean is, I'm not going crazy. What I mean is, everything is one. Therefore, our conscience is one. So everything that is created, such as the earth that we spin on, and the water and the seas, and the space and the skies, and everything that lives, you are a part of it. And that's conscience, and that's what it's like when we spiritual people say that we have these moments of oneness. And that's what I had, and that's why I burst out crying. I was listening to Falling in Reverse with Ronnie Radke because of his lyrics. It doesn't matter if you don't like the music. I'm not listening because of the music. I love the music. It goes well with his lyrics. But I burst out crying because I realised how much pain I was in. And it was total freedom when I realised that. But now I get caught up again after having these conscious moments. You feel it get drained out of you. And I was writing lyrics earlier, and it's like you're returning to The Walking Dead. So, going through those thoughts, and it's crippling enough to put me out of action completely. But the other side of me knows that it doesn't have to be like that. But even though I'm aware of that, it doesn't help. I wish I could stay in that moment of euphoria forever. And I believe, or I don't believe, this is what the Buddhas achieve when they meditate. And I think total enlightenment is something way beyond what I've felt. I think I've felt enlightenment, but a very, 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 very small piece of it. And it's beautiful. It's total peace. You're at total peace with yourself. And then it all disappears. And it makes me angry. It makes me vicious. Because I can't be myself. Which is a mind-blowing game anyway. This is mental illness, by the way. For people that don't understand mental illness and they're just like, oh, get a grip. What's up with them? Blah, blah, blah. Like, they're the unintelligent ones. Because they're mocking something they don't understand. And they're almost, or they are mocking themselves, by the way. Because by mocking someone else, you are mocking yourself. Which is very low. That's total sleepiness. That's you're asleep. But this is it, and this is what I return to. This is what I call The Walking Dead. This is the ego game. You're back in the reality where you feel pain. And everyone feels it, even you who is watching this video, even if you have... We all feel pain. And this is what being conscious tells me, that we are all asleep. Because we are born of the universe. We are not here to get up in the morning, be forced into doing something because society forces you to conform to that. But because you were born of the fucking universe. And you shouldn't be forced into doing anything you don't want to at any time. But the problem is, we live in a world where you're forced to do everything. Everything. And then you combine what I say there with the ego that, oh my God. The truth about the world we live on, which is, we live on a rock, we live on a flipping grain of sand in the universe. And we have this thing called society. And we have a government. And the truth about the government is that they are not the ones who decide what happens. And this is not uncommon knowledge now. They're called the Elite Five, Rockefeller. It's everywhere. If you haven't heard about it, it's because you're watching mainstream news. And mainstream news isn't going to put the people on who own the mainstream news. And these are the people that are only now being shown who they really are. Because they are the ones that control everything. And when I say everything, I mean the whole society we live in. And what they do, and the reason why we haven't heard of them. And you can Google it and do your own research. Do your own research. I'm not here to persuade you for anything. If you don't believe me, just do your own research. These people are against the entire human species. Because they're probably psychopaths. Well, you are a psychopath if that's what you want to do. They own all the banks. They own all the food chains. They own all the phone companies. They own Sony. Which is why, what's that lady that's been in the news? Kesha. They own Sony. The people that I'm talking about own Sony. You know, the ones that raped Kesha and then she went to court because she just wanted to get out. And the courts haven't let her. Oh, surprise, surprise. Because the people that own the fucking courts own the fucking world. And it makes me angry because I realize that what they are doing is they are starting a war against the whole world, and they have been for flipping centuries, thousands of years. But where we are now, it's spiritual warfare. It's spiritual warfare. Because they know that if they can keep us separate from one another, then we will always feel pain. because we will always feel separate from one another. It's a very deep ball game. But even that, what I'm talking about, and how huge it might seem and feel, even if you haven't heard of this before, just remember, we live in this vast universe. Our solar system is tiny compared to our Milky Way, which is tiny compared to other Milky Ways, which make our Milky Way look like a grain of sand. You know, but this is what I'm saying. You need to remember that, because it's the truth. I feel as though I want to say, for the people that don't see, believe, agree, whatever, that are watching this video, that's absolutely fine. You don't have to take these views on. If you feel angry, that's fine. You don't have to take these views on. You can live the life you've been living. If that makes sense for anyone who's watching that, because this news is shocking for people. It was shocking for me. It still is. It angers me, and it shouldn't, because we are everything. Anyway, I'm out.